I don't know if this is gonna work. There's a lot of traffic just now. I'm recording on a different area than I usually record on. Some guy has a sign up here that says surveillance and use. So yeah, these people are well aware of what they're doing and what goes on in this town. Across this bypass where I was dumped off uncustomarily in the one post after Easter, I think it was. Oh geez, the Freemason Lodge is down here and to the left. So it's a beautiful area though. I'll try not to dox people and show addresses and all that. I'm just kind of reminiscing and musing and going over things in my head. And I like to have an upload that goes with the streams in case, you know, your time is valuable. And so if you can't spend the time listening to that while you drink your coffee or while you do your chores or housework or work or whatever, I like to do a little upload that kind of talks about that stuff we talked about in the stream. That was weird. Oh, I see. So everything being a facade, like in the Grand Canyon, all its different names and all the different faith systems and languages that it comes from. We were either all one before all this happened, and we weren't supposed to mix like that or something. Maybe it was the genetics of everything. That's what people speculate on. Maybe. It's pretty over there. I'd love to go back there, but I don't know whose property that is. So my heart's kind of broken, and I swear this world finds a new way to break my heart every day now for like 10 years, since 2012. And I don't know, it seems like something happened to everybody. Everybody's having a spiritual awakening at the same time. Maybe a group of souls got their light bodies and ascended, or they're on the other side of the veil, or they have their eternal, incorruptible bodies. That part is a mystery for us until you get to the other side. And I guess that's okay, right? We're not supposed to know everything, but for example, painting. I've wanted somebody to teach me how to properly blend paints and get fresco style, Renaissance style artwork for ages. And again, everything was shown to me before all this went down. And I guess it was just to test my eyes, because they could see I was waking up from the escape room. But my aunt showed me some pictures of them allegedly getting lost in trails by the Mayan pyramids. And again, it looked fake. It looked like somebody put their bodies in front of those areas. Now, I don't know if there's some of us that just aren't allowed to see things. I don't know why all the deception. But two things, like I've always wanted to travel and create decent art. So then when all this started, 2017, 2018, from one of my neighbor women friends, or a friend of me, I thought she was a friend. She's very low down, this one is. The stuff she did, and I won't even say it, because it's just, no. She showed me a picture, a painting she was gonna enter for a contest. And I was kind of like, oh, that's all right. You know, it was her kids in front of like, just a picture of them in the yard. But she had taken the photograph and turned it into a projector and put it on, shined it on the canvas. So then all she had to do was outline it, outline where the colors went, and then do a paint by number. And I'm realizing that the frescoes, and one of the best paintings ever, one of my favorites, is in, I think, the libraries. And, oh gosh, I forget. I'll have to find it. I'll put a link to it in this video. But regardless, it looks like that. Like somebody just took a photograph, projected it, outlined it, and then painted it. And I'm sorry, that's kind of cheating in my book. It's one thing if you tell everybody that's what you did. It's another to try and deceive and have people their whole lives, spending their whole lives trying to get that good at creating beautiful art and blending the paints just right and using this right combination of colors. What is my point? I don't know how much of this is a deception, but I did not think there was a deception in everything. Everything. And God is real, I believe that, and He loves us, I believe that. But I don't know what we're doing here if we tell ourselves a story, if we don't stand up and stand firm in things, they go awry. Because God allegedly gave us, this is our domain. We shouldn't be suppressed or oppressed. It just shouldn't happen. And we shouldn't be so dumb. No offense. But I feel really dumb. Everything's a lie. I feel like a child. I believed everything I was told my whole life. Just about. Not everything, but a lot of things. That, regular things. He loves you. It's a real marriage. Like, that type of stuff. He's a great dad. Takes good care of the kids while you're at work. That type of stuff. I didn't realize there was a lie in everything. I just didn't. People I worked with needed food. I didn't ask any questions. I gave. My sister and her boyfriend needed a place to stay. We were just in a 2-bedroom apartment with 2 boys. I didn't ask any questions. I said this has to happen because she's my sister. And I'm not saying the world owes me anything. I'm just saying, why are most people so cold? And why do the real people that seem like they have stuff in common, why are we so far apart and so unwilling to just gather up? We know we don't like the way things are going. Like, I don't know. But I don't want to spend, I feel like we're in Pinocchio and we went to, the carnival where we weren't supposed to go. And now we've been here so long that we're believing the lies. And I mean that, and when I say we're in a matrix, I mean figuratively and literally. There's something about this whole place that's just off. And it wasn't always this bad. I always joke that this is a Freemason house up here, right here on the right, because of the house numbers and the symbolism in front of the gate, because they got a beautiful pool, nice land. I always say that's where the guys go instead of work. They go there with the women of the club, the local dancers and bikers that they hire to go there. Maybe I'm right, maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. But I do know that when you have a certain color ribbon on your door, that's indicative of some swinging happening there. So this isn't all as idyllic as it appears. I don't know, guys. Do I want to keep digging? Do I want these answers? And sometimes it's like somebody puts videos right in my feed, like the one of a little old lady in Appalachia. Have you ever left here? Oh, no, I wouldn't think of it. And why not? Well, it's my home and I love my home. In her whole life, she never went anywhere else. I need to know what the lie is. Do we just tell each other stories? And I mean, worst case scenario, because purgatory, that's even better than being left behind. But worst case scenario is we're some type of rejects. But I don't think that's possible. I don't think it works that way. I don't think anybody really gets rejected. Boy, this smells so good. Certain things are still beautiful. They show beauty. Nature is still beautiful. Well, I wanted to take you with me while I mused over a few things and got some actual sun. And if you don't feel like checking out that video, it's about the Grand Canyon. And we did some etymology digging into the names of the places there. And I personally think it was enlightening. And I think there's a lot to be learned if you have the time to check that out. We learned that a lot of the names are of feminine divinity. They represent the sacred divine, allegedly. Goddess names. And some Hindu words that are being used. So, again, where are we? Is this just kind of some kind of literal play? Everybody puts on their costumes? I that's not entirely right either. Anyways, I hope you guys have a blessed day, and let's start a conversation. Let's work on solutions and having concrete answers to things, and perhaps we can grow spiritually. Suffering is only good for spiritual growth up until the point where it does harm. Once it stops teaching you and it's harming you, it's no longer useful. So I know that the one true God would not make us suffer needlessly. So you guys have a blessed day. We'll talk again soon. Bye.